Hi, I am Alexandria Ingham from Hidden Remote. How are you?
Hi. Great, Ashley Michael.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
you too. So let's just jump straight into, is it easier it being an anthology series than it is trying to continue a story on and not sort of get dragged down into it too much?
Hmm. That's a good question. Yeah, it's such a different, you're using such a different part of your storytelling brain. It I don't want to say it's starting over every time, but it is. You get to one of the most exciting things about television and storytelling is finding your way into the story. And so we get to do that over and over, which is really cool. I think that there's, with an anthology series, an opportunity to kind of expand with each season, and that's exciting.
Yeah, look, I was just talking to somebody about this morning that if the industry would allow me to only make limited series for the totality of my career, I'd be very happy because I I my attention span as it relates to my own creativity, which is very, very small. And I really do like the idea of moving from show to show, idea to idea, cast to cast. I just think it's really exciting. And to what Ashley Michael said, what they executed, the writers, the cast, the crew, the showrunner executed on season two was a true evolution of season one. And I genuinely believe that if people watched them separately without knowing the title, they would think that they were two different shows. And that to me is exciting because the hope is that people don't fall into a rut of expectation for the series as a whole.
So how did you go about picking which doctor to follow, which storyline to do?
It's so sad. It's like there are so many options for Dr. Death. Which one do we choose? And to be honest, I mean, once we listened to this season of the podcast, it was kind of a no-brainer. It took a lot of the same themes that we had in season one, systemic problems in medicine, and it expanded it globally, which was one of the goals. And we got to have this exciting love story, which it was an interesting way into the story. Like I said before, like find your most interesting way in. It was fun to access that side of Paulo's life and watch through Benita how Paulo was able to sort of maneuver his way through the medicine of it. And it kind of made it, I think, easier to understand. It
Mm.
made the medicine more inherently
It
graspable.
made the medicine go down easier.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm a dad.
Yeah, have the kids watch Dr. Death next time they get sick.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
was going to ask that with medical shows, it's so easy to be able, to have too many medical terms. But this one, it just keeps it focused on what's needed. What were the conversations like about that to make sure it was accessible to all?
Well, thank you. When I was writing the pilot, there's a pretty long speech from Dr. Macchiarini explaining these biosynthetic tracheas, and I sort of was like, if I can explain it to my mom, then everyone will understand because we're not doctors. And I was like, I think I kind of get it, and now my mom kind of gets it. So if that's good, then that'll work for audiences. Jennifer Morrison, who directed the first four episodes, obviously had a lot of experience with medical jargon for however many 5, 7 seasons of House, and she sort of put it the best, which was it's the actors say whatever the term is as if they already know what it means. It actually doesn't matter. I mean, we try to be real. We try to keep the medical terms accurate, but it's the confidence with it and the reactions to that medical term around you that will give context. So I mean, I don't know what they're saying half the time, but we get the emotion of it.
So just as my last question, how do you avoid sensationalizing it too much, but
Mm.
still keeping a compelling story?
You know, we've been working in true crime for a bit, and I think something that comes up often is grounding and levity. And I think remembering that these patients are real people is important. And we kept the patient names what they really are. We have composite characters in the doctors, but it was important to all of us to name these patients and to tell their stories as as honestly close to the truth as possible. And frankly, you know what Paulo did and the steps that he took and the lines that he crossed, are in themselves, there's a story there that you do not need to push to sensationalize. You know what I mean? Like there's, it in itself is all there. And I think just staying to the truth, staying grounded, and showing these characters as three-dimensionally as we can helps keep that line.
Good. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. It was nice to meet you.
You too.